I'll tell you someone who is taking lower wages. I'm going off script here, guys, not Ron Burgundy. Icarus.
He won't be taking lower wages.
He's taking a 2 million cut.
That is absolute bullshit.
He's taking lower wages because he wants to get out of the club. Force a move to Arsenal.
I do not believe that for one
So you mean
second.
the wages he's currently having at?
You're telling me he's going to move from Sporting Lisbon to Arsenal and he's taking a wage cut?
Yep.
That can't be right.
Just to get it through.
That cannot be right.
Yeah. Sacrifices millions. Arsenal, see? Sacrifice some of his own salary in order to boost the Gunners.
Right, no, let's actually read this.
What's the full article?
Does this mean he's not getting paid out his full salary at Sporting or something?
Mate, he sacrificed millions.
Have you read this all?
Keep going.
Read it all, mate. Didn't just look at the title. Look at that.
Right, so...
You got to read it out loud. Come on.
Will not leave for 60 plus 10 million this summer. Okay, keep going down. Sporting is very... We have... already past the stage where we had to sell our best assets, but we don't sell them. Blah blah blah. Keep going down. Sporting had a commitment. Blah blah blah. All right, keep going.
Is this because the clause was higher and he wants to just leave?
That's what I mean. He's not actually taking a wage cut. He might just be relinquishing some of his wages at Sporting.
Yeah, he's basically
wage cut, mate.
He's basically giving Sporting less money for his transfer.
So, insisting that Gyökeres has sacrificed part of his future contract with Arsenal in order to improve the conditions of the offer that was presented to Sporting. What
a humble guy, eh?
Right, so here we go. Right, so what actually it means is Gyökeres has given up 2 million that was part of his salary package planned for the 5 seasons of his contract with the Gunners. So therefore, Arsenal are getting 2 million more in a transfer fee instead of giving it him to wages. That doesn't mean he's taking a lower wage.
Mate, he's sacrificed 2 million quid, man. You got to do what you got to do for the Arsenal. Do you know what I mean? But Arsenal are making moves in the transfer market.
Yeah,
you've got
super active at the moment. Go on.
Eze.
Zubimendi.
Eze's not 100% though. But
okay.
I think that's the signing.
Yeah, I like
that's
that.
the one.
I like
he's
it,
that
yeah,
good. You know it. He's such an Arsenal player. He's just gonna fit in, in the hole.
Where's he going to play?
He'll probably play left wing, won't he?
Oh God! But he'll play on the left as well. Martinelli looks like he's going to Saudi for £72 million.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, fucking yes, please.
That's crazy.
Yes, please.
Yeah,
we'll take 70 million for Martinelli.
I'm happy for Arsenal being really active in the window, but I really can't understand the Madueke transfer.
Well, yeah, swap deal with Wanyeri.
That won't happen.
We might just end up getting Madueke and keep
No, but that's what I mean.
Wanyeri's not leaving Arsenal.
No, I know that.
Arsenal.
I'm not talking about that part. I'm talking about the fact that we're trying to get Madueke.
Yeah, but Saka has no competition.
Wanyeri.
Oh, yeah.
He's literally the...
Can Madueke play on the left?
He can, but again, you're trying to fit round the square pegs in round holes.
Is it one of them ones where you just need players?
Just go and sign a left winger. Like, I don't get
exactly.
it. Go and get Rodrigo.
That's
go
what
and
I'm
get...
saying. Just prioritise Eze.
Maybe Madueke don't happen though. Do you know what I mean? There's so many names flying about at the moment.
Yeah, but I don't understand the reasoning to try and go after...
I am really underwhelmed in Arsenal.
Really? With Zubimendi? He's so good. And
is he? I don't know.
You've seen him in the Nations League.
He looks good, but so did Marino. And
he is good.
I don't really rate him.
Marino's great.
I think Norgard's a clever signing for depth. Yeah. I think that's a clever signing.
Is that confirmed?
Yeah.
Oh, he's signed.
It's done.
Yeah. Madueke makes absolutely zero sense to me whatsoever. I think that's a complete waste of time and resources. Gyökeres, I am just not sold on one bit.
It's not signed. Norgard's not signed.
He is.
He is.
Norgard plays for Arsenal.
No, he doesn't.
I'm sure he does. It's 11 million.
Yeah, I thought it went through.
Go back.
He's still a Brentford player. He's still a Brentford player. We would know if he'd signed.
Confirmed. Oh, okay.
They've not announced him.
That's what I said.
That's from a week ago, this article is.
Mate, he's a Brentford player.
He's all but confirmed.
All but confirmed.
Oh, 21 hours ago, sorry.
Thank you. I would know if he'd signed. I've got notice on.
He got Here We Go'd.
It doesn't matter, mate, until he's got face on Instagram.
Yeah, I did get Here We Go too.
Yeah, I just... They're not filling me with, this is going to get Arsenal over the line.
What would then?
Would Rodrigo do that?
Yes.
Would Eze do that?
Eze is definitely...
I think Eze would do
that. Do you know what I feel like is going to happen? I feel like you're going to come to the end of the summer, and if you look at all the players you've signed individually, even Kepa's like not a bad backup, whatever.
Good backup,
but Norgard, Zubimendi, Eze, Madueke, Gyökeres. Let's say that's who you sign. You'll get to the end of the summer and go, do you know what? Like, Arsenal have had a great summer individually. Like, look at it. But then I'd look at it and go, Actually, do those players fill the holes I think Arsenal are missing? And I don't think they all do.
Well,
Madueke definitely doesn't. I personally don't think Gyökeres will. I think he's a 50-50. Eze is a brilliant player, but what hole does he fill?
Left.
But
and that number 10 role when Ødegaard isn't firing.
That's fair, but you're going to spend 65 million on a player who's going to interchange with Ødegaard? Off the left, Eze's not an out-and-out winger, which is how you play. You play with two wingers on the touchline.
Probably play the 10 role then. Would you not? I would argue.
But he's not too dissimilar to Trossard in terms of...
He is. Trossard's more of a touchline winger. He's like... Eze, and this is my point. Eze can do that.
Yeah.
Madueke can do that. Are they out-and-out wingers on that left-hand side, which Arsenal are crying out for, that are going to get you over the line? No, I don't think they are.
But maybe he's trying to adapt our style of play next season. We don't know.
That's the tactic.
That's fair, but why would you do that?
Because
you've got such a good system at the minute, and
but it hasn't got us over the line.
He has got a point there.
So maybe he's trying to adapt it a little bit.
Yeah, that is also true, and that's why I'm speculating. And I just think
Zubimendi fills a hole in that midfield.
Oh, Zubimendi, I think is a really good midfield. I don't think I'm not worried about your midfield.
But also with Gyökeres, I know obviously.
I'm not worried about your back five.
You talk about the holes being filled.
I'm worried about your final third.
That's fair enough. But you talk about the holes being filled on paper. I know Gyökeres, he's done it in the Championship, he's done it in Portugal. On paper,
he had one good season in the Championship.
But he is a hole, and he's definitely one of the highest talents in Europe right now, and a lot of clubs will.
I don't agree with that.
From an
he's a lot of talk. There's a lot of talk about him. There's a lot of hype about him.
I know,
which is. I don't think it's all like Mudryk had hype as well, right? I get that, but as a striker in Europe, he is. A lot of clubs. He's on the radar for a lot of clubs, right? And we're gonna get him.
There's a reason.
Okay, that's a whole field on paper. We don't know how it will take to the Premier League. That's absolutely fair enough. Eze is, in my opinion, a match winner.
Yeah,
I think Eze is
he's not even on paper, is he?
I think
he
Eze
actually just does it.
Yeah, I think he is a genuine match winner.
Where does he play?
In the 10 or off the left, or on that left side is more of like a floaty
like
thing.
A left 10.
Yeah.
So then you're going to have no one with chalk on their boots on that left hand side because Skelly tucks in.
But we don't know about next season. We haven't seen Arsenal play this summer. Do you know what I mean? I know it doesn't count. Like, the Emirates Cup's happening this summer, isn't it?
I can see.
This summer. So we'll get a little look in at the Emirates Cup, which I know is not the same standard, but
I can see what happens. I can see happening to Eze. What happened with Grealish at City, restricting him because of the system and him having to be wide when he doesn't want to be wide. Eze's more of like a Cunha, isn't he? Like he starts off the left but comes in and he's like
100%.
But Arsenal don't play like that.
But we don't know about
Declan Rice fills that hole off that left hand side. I don't. As brilliant as Eze is, the way he plays, unless I don't know. And I know he can play off the left, like I said. I'm not saying he can't do that, but I just think the way Arsenal plays and what his strengths are, I feel like yet again you're going to be signing someone who you're not fulfilling their ability because you're going to be restricting them.
Would he complement Gyökeres' play style?
I don't know. I just think
you know what I mean? It's all a bit unknown.
Gyökeres is another one. All his goals come in transition or penalties. Like Arsenal have 90% of the ball every game.
And also, if we are selling Martinelli,
quite clunky. He's terrible in the air for his size as well. He's not as good as Havertz aerially. I don't think he's as good as Havertz holding the ball up or linking either.
Do you not think
but he's a better finisher.
He's more of a number 9, which is what we're crying out for, getting the goals. So
but then you
have to give him the benefit of the doubt.
But then you're missing out on all the stuff Havertz gives you outside of goals.
But then also when we had Havertz, people like you and other people were moaning about Havertz.
No, I know. I don't
think.
I don't think Havertz is good enough or should be your 9.
Yeah. But we should give him a go, Gyökeres. We should get. You can't knock him.
But you're talking about him like he's a fucking child. Like, we'll just give him a go. Like,
he's done it I know he's done it in Portugal.
And so, mate, I could give you
Champions League as well.
I could give you 100 players who've done it in Portugal.
But he's done it in the Champions League.
Look at Darwin Núñez.
No, but he's done it in the Champions League. But my point is, you have to. You can't knock him until he's actually doing it.
No, did you watch the goals he scored against City? How did they happen?
Mostly transition.
But
do you not think?
Why haven't you gone in for Ollie Watkins? Why haven't you? Who did we mention earlier?
Who did we mention earlier?
Who was we on about earlier? Why haven't you gone in for John Duran?
He's on
to Fenerbahce.
Jonathan David.
Yet again, I don't understand Arsenal's transfer method here. Yeah. That is all I'm saying. I might be wrong, and I'll be happy to be wrong. I want Arsenal to improve. I think it'll be better for the league. That doesn't make sense to me. I think
Gyökeres doesn't make sense or everything.
I don't think this makes sense the way you play. It's just weird. It doesn't.
If he gets 25 goals first season in the Premier League.
But Tom,
he may well do because you know what? He's a brilliant finisher and he's got great movement.
But also,
and I think pretty much anyone in that Arsenal system should be able to score goals if you're any good.
You're forgetting though, Tom, to win titles and to play in the Champions League, you need depth.
All right, but you're not spending 70 million on depth here.
No, he'll be our starting number 9.
No, but I'm talking with the likes of Eze, he would still get a lot of starts. And he might even push Ødegaard out. You don't know that, but you need.
You're not listening to what I'm saying.
But you're saying these signings don't make sense, but they sort of do.
But I've explained why they don't make sense.
I know, and I'm explaining why they do because you need depth. You do.
So you're spending. So you're going to spend 140 million on 2 players for depth.
It was more than that, though, isn't it? They're still going to start a lot again.
So it's not for depth then.
But there will be depth as well because, like, Chelsea bought João Pedro.
Well, adding first-team players is additional depth because of the players dropped too.
Right, but
just because they don't start every game doesn't mean they're necessarily start players or just depth. It's
I understand.
Combination
Yes,
of both. And like for example, when Arsenal,
but your club captain is your 10. Club captain. How many games is Eze going to start over him?
I don't think that Messiah.
I think he's being brought to play off the left. In all honesty,
I think you're signing to play off the left.
Yeah.
And I think that will restrict Eze.
There's every chance that Ødegaard isn't the club captain next season or the season after.
Why?
Declan Rice. If Eze starts seriously performing and Ødegaard isn't performing,
I think they'll be playing together. I think.
Yeah, we'll see. Maybe play 2 10s.
No, I mean,
he won't do it. Like 2 and a 2, Zubimendi, Rice, Ødegaard, Eze.
What?
Fuck it. Play them all, mate.
And then who's going to play what 2 up front?
Yeah, 2 up front, all of them.
Saka and Griffith.
Saka and Gyökeres.
But like, I will say, you talking about the holes being filled, but with the Rodrigo thing.
Well, he actually said the opposite.
Or non being filled, yeah. If Arsenal get 73 million for Martinelli,
it's brilliant business.
It's great,
unbelievable.
Business.
And then you're replacing it. Then you're replacing him with a 10. Great,
you have to go
brilliant.
with Rodrigo, in my opinion.
Rodrigo is. I think what Rodrigo is a title-winning signing.
Yeah,
that would fill me with hope for Arsenal. These ones don't, and I'm not saying they're not talented players. Like you, fucking hell, you know how much I rate Eze. I think Eze's brilliant, but I just think, and also good players should be able to play multiple positions. But I think he's best in that central role, and I just think Arsenal will sign him and play him off the left, and I just think it'll restrict him. That's all I think.
You're saying, yeah, I know, I understand what you're saying. I'm just a bit more confident in them, if that makes sense. You're saying we need a left winger. And that's the hole we need.
Yeah,
I get that.
Because that's how you play.
No, I get
Saka, Martinelli, out and out wingers, aren't
We're
they?
interested to see how Arsenal play next year.
Yeah, but we've played without an out and out number 9. So already that's a different front three anyway.
Yeah.
Like having a number 9 who is primarily the front of the attack.
And to be honest, even though Skelly does come inside, he can maybe that might be the move instead of him tucking in into that. Maybe he does be more of an overlapping.
We're going from an
Yeah.
inverted triangle with Havertz playing almost deeper than Saka and Martinelli.
Then the other way, yeah. I mean, look,
we just cracked how Arsenal are going to play next year.
I'll be honest. With the coaching you've got and the system in place, I don't see why it shouldn't work. I'm just sceptical of it.
And let's not forget about the biggest signing we've done, Gabriel Heinze.
What?
You know Heinze?
I know who he is. Yeah.
Yeah, he's our assistant manager now.
Is he?
Really?
He's our Ted's number 2.
It's all conjecture in it at the minute. We don't actually.
Carlos Cuesta.
We don't even know who you can. It might just be fucking agent talk, Madwecky and all stuff like that.
Well, I think the Ranieri debacle is definitely agent talk.
Yeah, that's
there's no
bullshit.
way. He's literally the future of the club.
Also, Chelsea apparently went in for Max Dowman, and Arsenal like,
yeah,
guys, this is like our holy grail. You need to back off.
Yeah, leave him alone.